dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, sorry, like you know, okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, okay,
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's checking crap. Good job right there. Good job right there.
They run it with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete on the deep ball. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, Carson.
Wilson with
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Jason.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. L.J. Collier. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Drake. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
It's a pickup of 14.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he is all the way up past the 25. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 22, Murray flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on third down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the... And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Jordan Phillips. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On down.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Complete.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. Go. Four down. Check four. One left. I'm coming.
This is Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Chris Carson.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That's out to the left and complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's 4th down.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Hassan Reddick. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Tackle. Brought down back at the 27.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this one is right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score.
Really, this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I all in like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it with a blood dealer. Just stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Check. 150. Hey, you block over here. Over.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Packers.
26. Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers flush to his right. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And the Seahawks have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Wilson's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down. 24 is the mark. Here I come again.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes inside the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 5. 36 yards on the play. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Move. 4 down. Check. 24 is the mic. I got one.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Packers 3. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Got him there, it's Tonyan complete.
Rodgers pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Hey. 4 down. 24 is the mic.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
9-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Green Bay.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
24 is the mic. Coming to you.
They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down. No.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 50 yards. yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Packers 10. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain. Brings up
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. A carry here for the big tight end. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Packers.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this when I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're a friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die. I feel like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this when I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. My stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear a fat gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this when I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
This is Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Aaron Jones.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
53
Working from the gun. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert. 3 there. 30. 49 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick hitter complete. It's Bell. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Complete to Le'Veon.
4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And Butker pulled it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Check 26, check 26. Check the backer, check the backer. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Jones, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Jones.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, twisting away. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The left side throw complete to Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Adams. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 27.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Packers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 14,
Sammy Watkins, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Preston Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.